can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Make me put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. Ain't give a F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on the brand new Beamer. Tryna earn 8 stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a keto. And expose to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque o no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. They shed real blood. I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Y'all just talk, don't live it. And just took that route, that seen it. I'm so outspoken like Reason. Jimmy Neutron, boy, young G's. And I'm a self-made man out of Sweden. And it's still off top, I'm tweaking. But I still gotta fight my demons. I ain't no good, I'm evil. I ain't been clean since Eden. It's a war going on outside. Make you put your hands on your head like the Macarena. That's why I gotta watch my demeanor. You know they locking up blacks and Latinos.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the WAG show. This is episode 54. It is Thursday, April 27th. I'm your host, Ben Hussa. We're here to talk about today's best bets. It is NFL draft day. Not a huge baseball slate tonight, only a couple games. Let's see here. Like 5-6 games. There's a couple afternoon games that have yet to start out. And then not a lot of NBA either. This is going to be a quick stream. There's one NBA game tonight. Hawks Celtics. We do have a stream tomorrow, so we'll be breaking down the two games. We'll break down the 2 NBA games tomorrow, and there'll be a much bigger NBA slate as well. Apologies if you can hear this mower, but if you guys have watched during the summer or springtime before, you know that anytime either my neighbors or the people that mow my grass come and do that. So it's just that's just the way it is. It's impeccable timing by the lawn care professionals over here in Ohio. But regardless, we'll talk a little NFL draft and recap yesterday. Teaser absolutely got sold yesterday by the Cavs. I mean, what are the Cavs doing? Like, can someone tell me, one, what are the Cavs doing? Two, what are the Milwaukee Bucks doing? Losing 3-1 to the 8th seed play-in team. Now, I can't argue how Jimmy Butler's been playing. He's been absolutely balling. But are you kidding me right now? Like, who honestly even picked the Heat over the Bucks, let alone in 5 games? I mean, there's literally no one. If anyone bet that, I need to see the receipt because I just highly doubt. Miami Heat fans didn't even think that they would win in 5 games. You know? I mean, that was insane. Jimmy again just went crazy. Cavs sold. Warriors. We called the Warriors yesterday. I told you they were going to win that game, in the series, and now they get to come home and hopefully close the series out. I don't know. I don't see the Kings winning that game in San Fran to close the series out. I can't count the Kings entirely out because I think that they are a good team. They've impressed me, but I don't see them winning. I don't see them winning that game. These teams are just giving up. Dallas, Bucks, Cavs. Yeah, Cavs. The Cavs, I don't think they gave up. I just think that I don't know. I don't have an explanation. They got outplayed. They got outcoached. Dallas definitely gave up in terms of like the management and stuff, like benching Luka. Like, yeah, they just threw the white talent. The Bucks, I don't know. I think the Bucks just took the Heat lightly. I think that they were coming home with Giannis back. I think they just expected to win. Once again, they were up big late in the game, and they blew the lead. So I think that they just take these I don't know. I don't understand how you take a team too lightly when they did what they've done the last few games and then do it again at home. But that seems to be what they did, even in overtime. Giannis killed them, man, at the free throw line. What was he, 10 for 22 shooting free throws? I like Giannis, but, I mean, that lost them the game right there. Drew Holiday missing that free throw. They would have won the game if he made both those free throws. Obviously the Heat would have had to go for a three instead of that kind of back play to Butler for the lay-in, but we don't know what would happen. But I don't know what would have helped in terms of Butler. I think that the Bucks just like Jimmy Butler busted their ass for 4 games, and then they come out yesterday and they're just one-on-one guarding him. I don't understand that. You have to do something. You can't just let him play one-on-one like that. He's going to do what he does. Like, clearly that was established throughout the series. I think that the Cavs failed to make adjustments throughout their series. I don't think the Bucks made any adjustments either. I think they kind of just kept playing the same way. And they got out coached. I told you guys back when we were talking about the play-in games a few weeks ago, I was like, I thought the Heat were going to win that first game. They ended up losing, but I was like, look, at the end of the day, I don't know how good this Heat team is, but I think Eric Spoelstra is the best coach in the NBA, so I kind of trust him. And he put that on full display. I mean, he just absolutely owned Budenholzer during that series. So I don't know. Heat versus Knicks is going to be pretty crazy, I think. I think that for me, my pick will depend on whether or not Julius Randle is going to be able to play. Knicks are pretty big favorites, minus 160 for the series. I would definitely be interested. They have home court, obviously, but I don't know. I think Miami, if Jimmy Butler keeps playing like this, they could easily win that series. So I'll have to think a little bit more about that. Someone asked about Giannis's. I don't know if you guys saw my tweet. Someone asked about Giannis's post-game comments. I like Giannis, and I think that in terms of maybe like a life lesson or just how you live your day-to-day life, kind of what he was saying can certainly be applied. And I think that that's a good way to live your life. But in terms of like when he says like there's no such thing as failure in sports, like I don't really think you can say that. I think that you should live your life how he was describing, like, always try and just get better. Even if you don't succeed with what your goal is, like as long as you learn from it and get better, like in the end, everything probably will work out. But when you're talking about professional sports, like there is such thing as failure. Giannis does not play on a lottery team. He doesn't play on the Houston Rockets or the Detroit Pistons. So the fact that he can sit there and say that season wasn't a failure, I just don't buy that, because they've already won a championship with that exact team. And when you are the number 1 seed and you're arguably the best team in the NBA for the last 3 years and you've already won a championship, then your goal every year is they should be winning the championship. So the fact that they got bounced in the first round by an 8 seed play-in team, that is literally the definition of failure. Now, there's nothing wrong with failing. You're not going to win the championship every single year. Like there's nothing wrong with failure. Anyone that's ever been a great player has failed time and time again in their career. But you can't sit there and say that that's not a failure when like he's on the best team. Like they should have won the title. So that is a failure. If there's no failure in sports, coaches wouldn't get. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that I think more so in life, what he was saying can definitely be applied. But for professional sports, that was a failure, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a fact. Like if he's on the Pistons, like yeah, you can have that conversation. Like they weren't supposed to be good, but he's on literally the best team. How many quarterbacks go in the first round? I think 5. I mean, apparently some team's going to draft Hendon Hooker in the first round. I don't understand this. I truly don't understand this thing with Hendon Hooker. I tweeted it earlier, but Mike Tannenbaum was on ESPN radio this morning, and he said that Hendon Hooker was the best quarterback in this draft class. And I don't know how you could go on ESPN and say something as absurd as that. And like, I don't know, there's just no repercussions for saying it. Like if inevitably Hendon Hooker ends up not being the best quarterback in this draft, there's no repercussions. Like you just get on there and say whatever you want. But yeah, I mean, Hendon Hooker, like, he's like 25, 26 years old. So, like, am I really like, I'm not really shocked that Hendon Hooker is balling out when he's a freak athlete and he is 5 years older than everyone he's playing against. Like, yeah, he's probably going to do pretty well. It's the same thing when you're like 25 years old playing college basketball. Like, that doesn't impress me. Budenholzer is definitely on the hot seat. Yes, I think he could certainly get fired. I'm wondering who's going to pick up. Someone's going to pick up Nick Nurse. I don't know who, but one of these teams is going to pick up Nick Nurse. I don't know who, but someone definitely will. Budenholzer, I could definitely see getting fired, though. I mean, yeah, like I said, they were the number 1 seed, and they lost in 5 games to an 8 seed. There's no excuse for this. I think that apparently, I don't know if you guys saw this, but apparently apparently the Raptors wanted Udoka, and he was like, "No, I'm good," and went to the Rockets. So I'm wondering, I was kind of wondering if the Raptors fired Nick Nurse to get Udoka, and then he was just like, "Nah, I'm gonna go over here." If that's the case, that's hilarious. I feel kind of bad for Raptors fans, but it's kind of funny if that did happen. I think that Udoka probably made the right choice, though. If he thinks, I mean, he's developed a young team before in the Celtics, but at the same time, I think that there's a slight differential in quality between Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and like Nick Nurse said he's going to leave anyways. Oh, okay. There's a difference in quality between Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, in my opinion, and then Jabari Smith and Jalen Green, Kevin Porter Jr. But I think Udoka is a good coach, so I'm kind of excited to see what he does over there. Sengun, I think, is a baller. You guys know that. I think he's a really good player. So they do have a good young core. We'll see kind of what they can do. I don't know. Is there like rumors of where Nick Nurse is going to go? Does anybody know? I'm going to look this up. I haven't really looked at it much. I wouldn't be shocked if everyone's like saying he needs to go to the Bucks and stuff. This says Raptors are looking at Jerry Stackhouse. I think Jerry Stackhouse is a good coach. All right. If you guys want some bets for today, I don't really have a play in this basketball game, so I'll pull up the trends tool here. Just one game there. Definitely some sharp money on the Celtics. I mean, people think the Celtics are going to close this out tonight. I also think the Celtics will close this out tonight, but with the way that these games have been going, I don't know. I guess the Hawks can win. I don't know. I'm shocked that we're even in this position with the Atlanta Hawks, but we are. But I think the Celtics, I'm definitely not playing them -7. You could parlay that. If you want to put them in a parlay, I think you could put their money line in a parlay, but yeah, that's about that. If you guys have any basketball props or anything you want to talk about, drop them in the chat. I'm going to look at this baseball slate. I kind of like the Giants here. So there is a little sharp money on the Cardinals, but I think this is a good spot for the Giants. I think that they definitely win the starting pitching battle between Logan Webb and Michaelis. And I don't know, Michaelis has just been terrible, like, all season. And I just don't, I wouldn't feel very confident betting on him. The Giants lineup is pretty good. They're going to be able to put some lefties in there. I like the Giants here. So I think the Giants win this game against the Cardinals. I definitely think the Angels beat the A's. I mean, there's just no, I'm not betting -320 on any money line, but I did dabble. We got the Angels -1.5 run line at -130. It's -154 now. I just don't see how you have any confidence. I don't really bet run lines. I think it's kind of trappy for baseball, but I mean, a pretty bad lefty. JP Sears has a ceiling one day, but right now he just hasn't figured it out. Bunch of righties in the in the Angels lineup. They've been pretty hot in terms of scoring runs. I don't see how you can expect them. I mean, Shohei Ohtani has been the best pitcher in baseball over the last, his 10 starts or whatever it's been. So I just don't see how you can expect the A's to really put up a fight here. So I definitely think the Angels win this game. Orioles Tigers is interesting. Not a big Wentz fan. I do like Kyle Gibson. So I would definitely lean Orioles if I was looking for a play here. There's a little bit of money coming in on the over. But I would lean Orioles. Mets Nationals. Joey Lucchese's pitching for the Mets. He looked really good in that first start. He was injured, worked his way back. He got a start last week, and it was arguably the best start of his entire career. He looked really, really good. I'm excited to watch him again tonight. I think he should have no issues against this Nationals lineup. That being said, I'm not laying minus 240 on Joey Lucchese. But if you wanted to parlay, if you want to do a parlay, maybe something like Mets and Mets and Celtics or something like that, I think that is fine. I do think the Mets win this game, and I'm excited to watch him pitch. Rays versus White Sox is a rematch of this game we saw over the weekend. Shane McClanahan, Dylan Cease, both two of the best pitchers in the American League. I think McClanahan is slightly better in my opinion than Dylan Cease, but they're both very good. Definitely lean Rays if I had to pick one. So that's another parlay piece. You could at minus 155. I think you could bet the Rays outright just by themselves. I don't hate that. 7 is a low total, so I don't think I'd be touching that. But I definitely lean Rays here on the money line if you're looking for a play. Twins, Royals, definitely lean Twins here. Tyler Mahle's been really, really good for the Twins this year. Kansas City's offense has not been good. Outside of MJ Melendez is going to break out sooner or later. He's been smoking the ball. Hasn't really got the results. But I think that outside of him, I don't really fear anyone. I mean, Pasquantino, my boy, is pretty good. Bobby Witt's been up and down to start the year. I'm not really scared of anyone in this Royals lineup, and I think the Twins' offense is better, and I think Tyler Mahle is significantly better than Zach Greinke at this point. So I lean Twins here. Parlay piece at minus 200. Cannot bet them by themselves. And then we end the night. Look at this last baseball game. Yankees, Rangers. There's just not a lot going on tonight. Garrett Cole versus Andrew Heaney. Heaney is what he is. Sometimes he looks like the best pitcher in baseball. Sometimes he looks like he shouldn't even be pitching in the major leagues. Garrett Cole's on the mound for the Yankees. Rangers are coming off a sweep from the Reds, so they kind of cooled down a little bit. Yankees, maybe their bats woke up yesterday in that big game against Kenta Maeda and the Twins. They scored like 12 runs. Their bats finally woke up a little bit. Maybe that's what the Yankees needed to get going. I told you guys a few days ago that the Yankees offense kind of goes as Aaron Judge goes. When Aaron Judge is hot, the Yankees are hot. When he's struggling, then their offense struggles. He had a really good day yesterday. If that gets him going against a lefty that definitely can give up some hard contact, I like the Yankees here with Cole on the mound. You can bet him first 5. You can bet him to win the game. I think the Yankees definitely win this one tonight. So, in terms of props, Atlanta, Miami going to resume. I do think they will finish it. Yeah, I think they're just going to wait until it's completely dry, but I do think that game will finish in a little bit here. For props, once again, we hit this in his last start. We hit the Ohtani strikeout ladder. I think you could do that again today. Let me see what the odds are, though. I think we got plus 350 on 10 plus last time. Yeah, look at this is how insane Shohei Ohtani is. The last time that he pitched, we got plus 350 odds on 10 plus strikeouts. And now, I mean, obviously the A's are horrible, but now 10 plus strikeouts only plus 176. So, I mean, you could bet it, but I mean, that just really zaps any of the value. If you want to just get really dirty, you could take a shot on the 11 plus for plus 320. But, yeah, Ohtani, ladder is K's, I think is fine. That's about it for me. Giants, I like. Twins, I like. Yankees, I like. Yeah, Mitchell, that was big with that game though, because Kyle Wright was pretty chalky, and he's not going to keep pitching. So you kind of ramp here with that there. Ooh, wild trades for tonight. Prize picks? No, I'll pull up the predictor. I didn't give any prize picks out yet. With only one basketball game and stuff, I don't know. I just don't love. I don't really have anything I like tonight, but we'll pull up the predictor here. In terms of trades tonight, Chase Young. I don't think Chase Young's bad. I mean, he's been hurt. I don't understand why. I understand why they didn't pick up his option. I feel like that's just an indictment on how dysfunctional that team is, more so than anything. I mean, I definitely probably would have picked that option up. I thought that was really interesting that they didn't pick up his fifth-year option. I also think it's crazy he's already been in the league for that long. In terms of trades tonight, though, I think maybe, yeah, I haven't been much on today. Yeah, there's just not even baseball. There's just really not. I don't really love anything tonight, other than the Ohtani. Ohtani strikeouts is fine, regardless. Is MLB? Yeah, they're the MLB predictor is getting updated right now, so it should be back up soon though. Ooh, Hockey Lane, Stephanie, what's up? Oh, we finally, everybody clap it up. We got a female viewer, Stephanie. She's in our Discord. She's great. Shout out to Stephanie. Hockey Lanes. I would. This is a tough night for hockey. This is a tough night. So I want to say Leafs because I think the Leafs are better than the Lightning, but I don't know if it's that easy for the Leafs to just end this series. So I kind of want to say Lightning, but man, the Leafs coming home to kind of end this thing. That's tough. That's gonna be a great game. I'm actually more so excited to watch these hockey games than anything else tonight. Rangers, Devils. I don't know. The Rangers won those 2 games in New Jersey, like blew them out. Like it wasn't like the Devils looked so bad, and then the Devils come back and win both in MSG. I don't know. I think the Rangers are the better team, but I don't know. I don't know. Jets, Vegas, I think I would lean Vegas, but again, these games have been crazy. Like I definitely would have been picking Colorado yesterday. Hit the like or take a hike. That's exactly right. I definitely would have been on like Colorado yesterday. Definitely would have been on Boston yesterday, and they lost. I don't know. These games are crazy. So I don't know. I think if gun to my head, I would pick Leafs, Knights, Rangers, but I don't. That could full fade. Like like Lightning, Devils, Jets could win. I have no idea. I'm probably not going to bet. I'm probably just going to watch. If you guys want a fun parlay, let's make a fun parlay because I just don't. I feel bad because normally I have like 3 or 4 bets when I come on here, but I just don't love. Okay, NFL draft though. Let's see. I wanted to give out Devin Witherspoon's 6th pick. I gave it out last night. It was -130. It's -200 now, so I don't really think I'd bet that. You could bet Nolan Smith. Even he moved down. He was +450 to be the 10th pick. Now he's +380. I still like him at +380. So Nolan Smith, 10th pick, I think is a decent draft bet for fun. I don't hate betting one of the quarterbacks. It sounds like the 3rd pick is going to be a quarterback. Someone's going to trade up and take a quarterback at number 3, whether it be the Raiders, Titans, any of these teams. So betting one of the quarterbacks to go number 3, I don't think it's terrible. So you can get CJ Stroud at plus 200. I think it would be Stroud or Anthony Richardson over Levis. Richardson's plus 1,000. So if you want to take a shot on that, this is not like a high unit bet. This is just for fun. But I do think a quarterback's going 3rd. I just don't know which one. And I like Nolan Smith to go 10th. Trying to see if I like anything else here. No, that's about it. Okay, let's make a parlay though, because normally I have a couple bets on here, and I don't today. So we're gonna go. We'll do like cross sport. We'll do cross sport. Let's go NBA, but we're gonna go tomorrow night, and these series are getting ended. Lakers, Warriors, put them in the parlay for tomorrow. The Lakers are ending the series. The Warriors are ending the series. Lakers, Warriors. Now we'll pair those 2 basketball games tomorrow with some baseball today. Hopefully we hit on these baseball games, and then, we can sweat out the basketball games tomorrow. Let's go with let's go Twins, Yankees. Should we do 4 teams or 5 teams? You guys want one more? We have Twins, Yankees, Warriors, Lakers. Should we add one more team? 2 people said add one more. Add another? Okay. All right, we'll do one more team. We could go the completely safe route and just put the Angels in there. Or we could get a little crazy. Use like the Orioles. We'll just put the Angels in. All right. This is a 5-team parlay. This is like I don't normally bet parlays. If you guys want to lose money long-term, bet a lot of parlays, but this is for fun, and I don't have any bets today, so we're going to put this in. Twins, money line, Yankees, money line, Los Angeles Angels, money line. And then the 2 basketball games tomorrow, Lakers, money line, Warriors, money line. 5-team parlay plus 512 on the payout. Hopefully we win these baseball games today. We can sweat out the games tomorrow. Thoughts on Murray under 33.5 PRAs? I think it's fine. I mean, he has to extend so much defensive energy, like more so than Trae Young. I'm fine taking his under. Sounds like a winner. Dude, I hope so. I would love for that to win. Who's going number 1 in the draft tonight? I think Bryce Young for sure is going 1. I know like that there was that like weird Reddit post that said Will Levis was telling people he's going number 1. I don't know who lied to Will Levis, but yeah, he ain't going number 1. Sorry to tell you. I don't understand how you could justify taking Will Levis as an NFL team. I'm not an NFL talent evaluator or a coach or anything, so take this for what it is. But I don't understand how you could like justify taking Will Levis over CJ Stroud if that does happen tonight. I mean, what? I don't understand this. CJ Stroud had double the passing yards last year, triple almost the touchdowns. He had less interceptions. He balled out against Georgia in the biggest game of his entire life. Like, what am I missing here? I don't understand how you could take Will Levis over him and feel like confident in that. I think it's very strange. I'm excited. This does seem like the most murky the news has ever been on the draft. So, like, I'm actually excited to watch the draft a little bit because it seems like people genuinely don't know like what's going to happen. I think definitely someone's trading up to 3 though, so I'm excited to see who. My lean would be the Raiders. But I saw like Mel Kiper and some of these other idiots have like the Titans moving up. I think if anyone, my money would be on the Raiders to trade up to 3, but we'll see. Raiders fans would be going crazy if they move up to 3 to get a quarterback because I feel like Raiders fans don't like Derek Carr and they don't like Jimmy Garoppolo, even though they just signed Jimmy Garoppolo. But I think Raiders fans would be going crazy. What would be hilarious would be if they traded up and they took Anthony Richardson to sit behind Garoppolo. That actually is feasible too. That's why I think plus 1,000 on Anthony Richardson to go third isn't like the worst thing. I feel like someone trades up to take Richardson or he falls to like outside the top 12. All right. Good luck with your bets tonight, guys. Hopefully I don't have nothing else for you. We'll have more to talk about tomorrow with 2 basketball games and a full baseball slate. But good luck with your bets tonight. Hopefully this parlay cashes so we can all have a little fun here. I'm going to enter that as soon as I get off the stream. But good luck with your bets tonight. I'll be back Friday, 3 p.m. We'll talk about the weekend stuff as well coming up. And if you need anything further, I'll be in the Discord, betkarmachat.com. Download the BetKarma app. Click the chat room link to hop in. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and good luck with your bets tonight.